Welcome to Mr. Giant Reacts and Ting and Ting and Ting. I'm Mr. Giant back with another video for you, back with another reaction. And we're going to listen to a gentleman from Serbia named Milan Stankovic. And this is a very emotional song here. So we're going to go through here and check this guy out. You know, this was in 2011, a little more modern a vibe and thing here, but we're going to listen to the vibe and see what's going on. I think he represented Serbia in Eurovision in 2011 and came in 13th place. So let's go ahead and check the vibe out here, see what the deal is. Ooh. Oh, that's like one of those cellos.
Zaboravljam.
Oh,
Bacam
I did not expect that voice.
Al prate me kao verna pseta svud kad poletim. Bol me razbije o sprud zbog tebe mi nikla krila uzalud, al gde god da si srećnija, budi bar pola vernija.
I like this. I didn't know what to expect, but
Ako me pamtiš, još se lice moje isto smeje. Bez tebe dane rasipam ko perje. Ako me tražiš, tu sam ispod tvoje zadnje želje. Tamo gde jednom puklo je, zaspalo srce je. Zaboravljam. Stari datumi su broj, zaboravljam. Više nisam neko tvoj kad poletim. Bol me razbije od dno, za druge me dugo nije ostalo, al gde god da si srećnija, budi bar pola vernija. Ako me pamtiš, još se lice moje isto smeje. Bez tebe dane rasipam ko perje. Ako me tražiš, tu sam ispod tvoje zadnje želje. Tamo gde jednom puklo je, zaspalo srce je.
oh yeah, very dramatic.
Ako me pamtiš, još se lice moje isto smeje. Bez tebe dane rasipam.
Something tells me there's gonna be a blasting end in here.
Ako me tražiš, tu sam ispod tvoje zadnje želje. Tamo gde jednom puklo je, zaspalo srce je.
I was surprised. Pleasantly slow, but I was surprised. Wow. His voice does not suit his look. You know what I mean? He seems like okay. It's a pop song, but his voice isn't like a poppy voice. It's a more classical sounding. It's deeper. It's not one of those little whiny voices that you hear in pop music. Generally speaking, I'm not saying all pop music voices are whiny, but you know what I'm saying. And I'm speaking from my experience here, where you have these like little kids singing, and it's like yeah, 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 I can't stand that. But this year had that classical song to it, that kind of a almost baritone type of a voice to it. You know what I mean? And I guarantee you, he's got even more range too. You know what I'm saying? I like this. I just really, I mean, like I said, it surprised me. This voice surprised me. As far as the song content is concerned, he's singing about, okay, he's trying to convince himself that he's over somebody because it's so hard to get over them. Some people go through that stage. But I think when you notice something, it's like when you're trying to convince yourself that you're over somebody, you're not really over them. Because if you have to keep trying to tell yourself, I'm over them, I'm over them, I'm over them, that's you're still thinking about them. That's why you're thinking that you're over them. You know when you're over somebody, when a few days go by and you realize you didn't really think about them. And that happens gradually. It doesn't happen right away. It happens gradually. So sometimes it takes weeks, sometimes it takes months. For some people, it takes years. Because you ever notice that people say they thought they was over somebody, then they see them and boom, it comes back. That's because you really haven't gotten over them yet. You know what I mean? If you could see somebody and not have that jolt when you see them. Now, here's the thing. It could happen that you don't see them for a while and then you see them and the jolt happen. And it just could be that, it takes you by surprise. But I think most of the times you're not really over them. You just didn't see them, so they're out of mind. Or you could be seeing them all the time, and seeing them all the time sort of helps you get over them. You understand what I mean? Too much of them makes you go, man, that person is still there. You know what I mean? Lord, wish they would just go away and stay away. But then if you live in the same town and you see them all the time, you know what I mean? And the thing about that is, man, I'm around people. Like, for instance, you walk with somebody who you broke up with, but you see them every day. Ooh, boy. Or they live close by and you see them drive by or walk by or stuff like that. And I've watched people, but with my situation, it's like we got separated. She was in Tennessee and I was in West Virginia. Didn't see what was going on, didn't see what life was happening and stuff with her. And okay, here's the thing. I knew in order for me to just move on, I had to move away, get away from the situation. Her plan was that I move down the street and we co-parent that way, and I'm there. That's a pattern in my life. People want me there, but not really there. And I have that with women, especially. You know what I mean? Even in just friendship. I'm there, but I'm not really there. I want to move on with my life, but I want you right there, right around there, because, you are the calming person in you make me feel better about myself. I trust you, blah, 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 blah. Pshoo, I'm gone. Gotta go live your life, man. You know what I mean? Don't ever fall into that trap. And it is a trap. You know what I mean? Because you will never move on. Or you will always be in a friendship where you'll always be leaned on. all the benefits of, they get all the benefits of, and you get the benefit of being there for them. But getting over somebody, I say the best thing to do is to move away and go somewhere different if you can. A lot of people can't. They're just stuck in the same area, same place. Some people they ain't stuck, they're just there because they like the drama. I see a lot of that too. It's just in that drama, boy. They keep coming around and they keep coming around. Facebook and social media does that stuff to you. You understand what I mean? It have you checking their vibe, seeing what they're up to, seeing who they're talking to and stuff like that. You know. Luckily for me, I haven't had that situation happen a whole lot because I've never got that entangled with anybody else to the point where it's like that. But I have the personality where people want you there, but not there. Conveniently so. And then when I'm not there, because I've learned to be around but not be there, ooh, that makes them so mad. And I know there was an evil laugh thinking about it, but it's the truth, man. That made them so angry. You've changed. Well, of course, I didn't change. You know, I'm living, I'm moving on, I'm doing my thing. You know what I mean? Same thing with friendships, man. You know, which is most that I have experience with. You know, people want you there, but not really there. Some people want you as a backup, just around. Many have tried that and think, you know, when vibes fall apart, there they come around and it's like, no, sorry about your luck. Oh man, life is a trip, ain't it? That's the kind of stuff that drives somebody into being a loner. It's like, man, you know, I have that personality where, as you could tell, I'm really easygoing. People think he's easygoing. He'll be there. One of the favorite phrases I say, "Oh, it's just Andy. He don't care." They think I don't care because I don't show any emotion to vibe. You know, I show emotion. Don't get me wrong, but just like picking your battles, I pick when to show the emotion. Somebody acts stupid, I don't give any emotion because I know what I have to do and I know what I'm going to do to preserve my mental health. So they think that the silence and the emotionless thing is a surrender. Also, being a nice guy, people take my emotionless reaction as their victory. Just like I said, when a bad boy show no emotions, they look at it as he's being a strong man. Maybe because they know he's stifling his emotions. With a good guy, with like somebody who try to be a good guy like me, I'm not stifling my emotions. I'm not stifling my emotions. I'm controlling my emotions. They don't see it as controlling the emotions. They could stifling your emotions, but still want that attention from them, which I don't care. I'm not okay. There's a phrase me and my buddy used to use all the time. Me and my buddy Scott. Attention whores is what we call some people. I'm not like that. I don't seek attention. I'm 7 foot 1 inch tall. I get enough attention as it is, and I'm not a big fan of it myself. You know what I mean? Everybody's saying attention, attention. I'm not your 24/7 needing attention all the time because I probably go crazy because let me draw a reference to you. The last time I spoke to a human being, like face to face, was a week and a half ago. And it was the plumber that came to fix a situation in my bathroom. That's the last time I spoke to somebody face to face. Before that, it was a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? And that was when I went to the store. That's not good. But in some cases, it's necessary. Man, I hope you guys enjoyed this song. I'm just going off on a tangent here. You understand what I mean? I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a like on the video, comment down below. Hope you enjoyed the voice because I did. The music was very cinematic and dramatic, which kind of signifies this generation. I like it. I don't know if you like it. That his generation. I love it when the music and the lyrics and the voice bring that whole dramatic stuff. There was a sort of exoticness to it that I like. But in the meantime, when the guys listening to the good music and the life and everything, let's try to bring some peace in this world, okay?